and that's the issue of long COVID. So we're talking about the enhanced illness benefit payment for people who are diagnosed with COVID. Now, the Oireachtas Library and Research Service produced a paper which I commissioned that has indicated that there are 114,500 people in Ireland today with long COVID and rising, Minister. Now, this has a huge potential cost in terms of your department in relation to illness benefit claims, disability allowance claims, as well as an impact on workforce participation. Now, long COVID has a disproportionate impact on both women and people in their middle age. And we know historically that it is much harder to integrate people from those cohorts back into the workforce after prolonged periods of absence from employment. Now, based on figures, Minister, that your department provided to me through parliamentary question, those claiming the enhanced illness benefit payment who have COVID in excess of 10 weeks, so these are people who have had COVID symptoms for a considerable period of time. Those figures have gone from, in September of 2021, 767 people were in receipt of that payment for an extended period of time. Those figures have gone from September, in the 5 months since September until now, to 4,314 people receiving that payment on a long-term basis. So in the space of 5 months, the people that have been receiving the enhanced illness benefit payment for an extended period of time has gone up by 562%. And that is, Minister, before we have the impact of the Omicron variant, which will have a further significant impact on those particular claim numbers. So we're facing an avalanche of claims in relation to long COVID, even based on your own statistics here. And my question to you, Minister, is what measures are being taken by the department to try and manage this, to work with that cohort of people, to assist them in providing them with support and hopefully getting them back into work either on a part-time or back hopefully on a full-time basis as quickly as possible.
Well, so first of all, the reason we introduced the enhanced illness benefit was to prevent transmission because we wanted people to stay at home and isolate rather than to go into work. And for that reason, we gave them an enhanced payment so that they weren't. It meant that they had financial supports while they weren't at work, and that was the primary reason for bringing in the enhanced illness benefit. In terms of those that are ill beyond 10 weeks, the standard illness benefit may be paid for an extended period based on the person's continued eligibility. So this is the primary income support payment for people who are unable to attend work due to illness of any type. So, it'd be very difficult to sort of pluck out COVID, and I do understand those that are suffering from it, but there are others that have other illnesses that last beyond 10 weeks. So how can you say that COVID it's having more of an impact on them than any other illness that they may unfortunately get? Just to say that 1% of the enhanced illness benefit claims have reached the 10-week threshold. So we have paid out a lot on that, and it was right and proper that we did so, but just 1% of the claims have reached the 10-week threshold. So, as you say, there are numbers there, but to isolate them and treat them differently to other people who have other long-term illnesses, I do think would create an inequity. the position. If they don't, most people, who are still recovering from COVID after 10 weeks, they'll transfer to the standard illness benefit. And if they don't meet the contribution criteria for this payment, they can apply for disability allowance subject to a means test. And some will not be eligible as the usual qualifying conditions were relaxed. Due to public health concerns. In the case of people with a very serious level of ill health, where it can be expected to be permanent or to last a long time, they can apply for invalidity pension subject to the contribution requirements.